They thought the f***ing Covenant were invading, and it was a drink-driving Wallaby.
I prepared some videos for MoreParz for us to live, laugh, love to.
Australia just found a new insect.
Who's that Pokemon?
And in a certified Australia moment, it is unironically called the f***ing Lucifer bee. Because, of course we have the Satan bee. The snakes and the spiders and the dinosaurs
not that one again.
weren't enough. No. Now I got to
The
dodge
dinosaurs.
a rejected doom enemy on my walk to work. Discovered in the closest climate to hell on Earth, Western Australia, these bad boys were named after the Lord of Hell for two reasons. The first of which being the giant fucking demon horns bolted to their heads. Now, those horns aren't just there to look scary. They're actually a defensive mechanism to protect the demon bees from big
Oh, of
predators.
course.
However, only...
Of course. Just grow horns so you can just ram your enemies. Of course. The natural evolutionary thing for bees. Just ramming their heads into things.
protect the demon bees from bigger predators. However, only the ladies of the species stay strapped, as the horns are only found on females. Meaning a more accurate name for these absolute girl bosses is the Karlak bee. But a pair of spirit Halloween horns can't be the only reason they're named after the devil, right? I mean, there's gotta be f***ing something else. Like, do they spit fire? Maybe they've got a pitchfork for a stinger that injects you with f***ing acid venom. The answer to that is, no. It's a normal f***ing honeybee. The actual reason is that lead researcher, Dr. Kit Prendergast, was watching the f***ing Netflix show.
Biggest cock I've ever seen.
And this isn't even the first time she's done something like this. She named another species after her pet dog. F***ing based.
Okay.
This pond is hiding something scary. No, not that. It's worse. You see, these are cranberries, a small red fruit used in juice, sauces, and even alcohol. However, unlike many fruits which grow in luscious green fields, cranberries grow in a f***ing swamp. However, sharing a postcode with Shrek doesn't exempt cranberries from pest control issues. But rather than dumping enough toxic chemicals on the cranberry bog to qualify it as a League of Legends lobby, cranberry farmers decided to use a more interesting form of pest control. Fucking wolf spiders.
Why?
That's right.
Why? First off, why would you grow your cranberries in a bog? And why spiders? Bro, if I ever see cranberries made in Australia, I'm throwing it out. I'm setting it on fire. Bro, you've turned me off of cranberries so aggressively. What do you mean they lived in them?
That's right. In order to prevent a horde of bugs from devouring these innocent cranberries, our brave hell spiders are deployed to the field to protect against the horde. Which works great. Until they flood the fields to harvest the cranberries, at which point the highly venomous wolf spiders start to look for the closest high point. And if you're picking the berries...
No!
That's you.
No! That's you! Oh. Yeah, I need more explanation. It didn't explain enough. I need more talk about it.
This shrimp has a gun. No, this isn't a Fortnite skin.
Oh, the punching shrimp.
This is a real f***ing animal. And it's called the pistol shrimp. Now, unsurprisingly, being named after a firearm, of course it's f***ing native to the United States of America.
America!
Find it. However, they can actually be found expressing their Second Amendment rights over the majority of the globe too.
The Big Mac.
Coming in at a huge 2 inches. It is not the size of his body that makes him
respectable.
special, but the caliber of the big iron on his hip. Or should I say
his fist.
Claw.
Stop!
See,
why?
Oversized right pincher isn't just because he forgot to, switch hands while doing...
Hold on. You super cut off video of a guy getting his nipple clamped by a crab. What is the relevance? And why is it so funny?
Should I say big claw? You said
That's terrible, DVD. What the f?
that oversized right pincher isn't just because he forgot to, switch hands while doing homework.
Oh.
No, mate, that claw is basically fucking Mega Man's arm cannon. But last I checked, they can't call in an ammo resupply under the sea.
Dun,
So
dun,
how
dun,
does the
dun,
claw
dun,
become a
dun, dun,
gun?
dun, dun.
The answer is bubble.
Yeah.
These bad boys hunt smaller shrimp, and they start that hunt by jumping off the f***ing battle bus and looking for prey. Once they get within effective range, they will literally cock their claw like the hammer on a revolver. Weapon ready, they line up the shot,
It's crazy.
take aim, and
Counter-terrorists win.
they snap their claws together so f***ing fast, it causes an underwater vacuum, creating an explosive cavitation bubble hotter than the surface of the sun. This bubble is then launched at the enemy at over 100k an hour. The bubble then connects with the smaller shrimp and f***ing flashbangs it. This either kills it outright or stuns it long enough to be consumed. Poor little fucker got quick-scoped by Fey shrimp.
Oh.
Aussie
Beautiful.
farmers thought they were being attacked by aliens. But what was actually causing it is so much funnier. This is a wallaby, the kangaroo's vertically challenged little cousin. Now,
He's
to get
so
a little more
cute.
specific, this is a Bennett's native to my home state of Tasmania. And that location is very important to the story. Tassie is home to a lot of things. Beautiful views, a seal with a felony record, and the nut. However,
nut.
one thing they tend to leave off the tourism brochures is drugs. Tasmania is the world's largest exporter of legal opium, the main ingredient in opioid painkillers like morphine, with this one tiny island producing 50% of global supply. Now, opium comes from poppy milk, and to get poppy milk, you need to milk poppies. And to produce that 50% of global supply,
Jesse.
Tasmanian farmers grow huge fields of these things across the north of the state. However, because throwing these flowers into a crafting table gives you f***ing narcotics, these fields are legally required to be under extremely tight security, which is why these same poppy farmers became extremely confused when f***ing crop circles showed up in the plant equivalent of a fucking Town Hall 9 Clash of Clans base.
Oh my
They were
god.
understandably absolutely bewildered by this, and some people even thought it was aliens. So to figure out whether or not it was a Halo Elite drawing this shit, they set up some cameras, and what they saw was this little shit. Breaking into the field, eating the milk-filled buds, getting absolutely on, and then hopping in circles until he passed the out. They thought the fucking Covenant were invading, and it was a drink-driving wallaby.
I love him. I love the vertically challenged wallaby. Oh my god, the eyes jumping in circles. Wallaby knows where it's at.
Australia just found a new shark. And of course, being from the land down under, it's fucking weird. Introducing the brand new Western Australian lantern shark. As the name suggests, discovered by a team of scientists off the coast of Western Australia. Now, as with the overwhelming majority of weird shit in the ocean, the Ozempic shark here is found in the deep sea, sharing a postcode with the anglerfish, that one-xenomorph shark. And, now, despite the word shark making most people think of something
Shark.
closer in size to, I don't know, Bruce, Slenderman's fish sonar over here only grows up to 30 centimeters. This little guy shares a weight class with a fucking foot long. But I mean, honestly, I still personally think 30 centimeters is way too big.
Nah.
It could be just as good as the other sharks if he was, you know, let's just say 3 inches. However, other than being built like a fishy USB cable and owning a property in rock bottom, what makes him so weird? Simple. He fucking glows.
Throwing flashbang.
But fucking why? Well, you see, these bad boys are found in the twilight zone of the ocean, around 1.2 kilometers below the surface. A place so fucking far down, it sees less sunlight than the inside of a gacha addict's room. And so, lantern sharks evolved bioluminescence on their gills and fins in order to fucking communicate with one another. The glow
Oh my
is
gosh.
the evolutionary equivalent of a fucking indicator.
That's
showing that
wild.
a literal abyss shark is more intelligent than your average BMW driver.
What's wrong with BMWs? They grew taillights. They literally evolved to have taillights. Pun intended. Amazing.